There's a quiet danger in the night that few talk about. It doesn't come with a loud bang or flashing lights. It happens in silence. In the soft shuffle toward the bathroom, the small step into the hallway, the reach for a light switch. That isn't where you remember it. And then in an instant, something changes. A misstep, a slip, fall. For so many seniors, that moment marks the beginning of an unwanted chapter. Broken hips, long hospital stays, pain that lingers, independence that starts to fade. But here's the truth. Not all falls are random. Many of them are preventable, especially the ones that happen at night. If you've ever woken up feeling groggy, needing the bathroom, or just wanting a glass of water, if you've ever stood up too fast and felt dizzy or unsteady, if the lights in your home aren't as clear or comforting as they once were, this message is for you. You are not fragile, you are wise. And wise people prepare, not out of fear, but out of care. So let's take a quiet walk together through some gentle, life-saving insights. Small changes that can protect you in the place that should feel safest, your own home, because the night doesn't have to be dangerous. With a few thoughtful shifts, it can once again become a time of rest, not risk. As we grow older, the rhythm of night changes. The sleep isn't as deep. The dreams are lighter. We may wake more often for the bathroom, for a sip of water, or because the body just doesn't settle the way it used to. That's natural. But with that change comes a new need for awareness. Many falls don't happen because someone is clumsy or careless. They happen because we've designed our homes for the life we used to live, not the life we're living now. The rugs are still there from 20 years ago. The light switches are just a little too far. The shoes we wear around the house are still soft and cozy, but maybe too slippery. And we forget the things that once felt harmless can become hazards as the body changes. Balance isn't what it once was. Eyes adjust more slowly in the dark. Our feet don't lift quite as high. When we walk, especially when half asleep, even medications taken at night can make us drowsy or dizzy, without us realizing just how much. But here's the key. Awareness is the first step to prevention. When we stop assuming our home is safe by default and start seeing it through wiser eyes, we begin to spot the quiet risks that step down into the hallway, that throw rug near the bed, that favorite chair we use to steady ourselves. None of these things are inherently bad, but when they're left unnoticed, they can lead to that one bad night, the one that changes everything. So what's the answer? It's not panic, it's preparation. And it starts with love. Love for your body, your safety, your future. There comes a time when dignity looks like humility, the ability to say, I need to change the way I move through my space. Many seniors resist these changes at first. We think, I've lived in this house for decades. I know it like the back of my hand. And yet that same familiarity can breed overconfidence. We don't see the new challenges because we're remembering the old strengths. But wisdom means updating the map, accepting that our night vision has dimmed, our muscles have weakened just a little, and our reaction time has slowed. That's not defeat. That's simply aging, and aging well means adapting kindly. The first emotional shift is this. Your value is not tied to how steady you are on your feet. So using a walking stick at night, it's not giving up, that's being smart. Installing grab bars in the bathroom, it's not giving in, that's looking ahead. Adding a motion sensor light near the hallway, that's not being dramatic, that's being prepared. Each of these changes is a small way of saying, I still care about my life. I still want to be here, whole and well. Because what's really at stake isn't just bones and bruises. It's freedom. Falls take away the very thing we all hold dear, the ability to live on our own terms. But when you take ownership of your environment, you protect that freedom. It's not weakness. It's deep self-respect. Let's talk now about the physical part, the actual things that cause these nighttime falls and the simple fixes that can save lives. One of the biggest reasons seniors fall at night is low blood pressure upon standing. It's called orthostatic hypotension. You lie in bed, then stand too quickly. The blood hasn't reached your brain yet, and suddenly dizziness. A second later, down you go. Fix. Sit up slowly. Swing your legs over the side of the bed. Take a few deep breaths. Wait. 30 seconds before standing. That pause may feel long, but it's a small price to stay safe. Another reason? Poor lighting. Our eyes change with age. What was once enough light now barely helps, and night vision fades, especially if you're taking medications that affect your pupils. Fix. Install motion sensor night lights. In hallways, bathrooms, bedrooms, these soft lights gently wake up the room without hurting your eyes. They give your body cues, direction, safety, certainty. Then there's clutter, a misplaced shoe. Basket. Even a pet that sleeps near your feet. In the day, you'd spot it easily. At night, it's a trap. Fix. Clear pathways. Keep floors open. If you have a pet, add a small bell to its collar so you know where it is. Rugs and cords, those beautiful rugs with curled edges, they're tripping hazards now. Cords from chargers, easily stepped on. Fix. Use double-sided tape or remove rugs. All together, hide or fasten cords. The less your foot can catch, the better. Even something as simple as sturdy slippers can change everything. Non-slip, closed-back shoes, not loose sandals. Your balance begins with your feet. Support them. These aren't grand renovations. They're humble acts of care, and each one whispers, "You're worth protecting." But beyond the physical fixes, there's a deeper truth. Many falls begin in the mind, not because we imagine them, but because we carry silent stress, a fear of becoming a burden, a shame about slowing down, a worry that if we ask for help, we'll lose our independence, so we say nothing. We brush it off. We walk the same dark hallway, knowing it doesn't feel quite right because we don't want to trouble anyone. But friend, your life is not a trouble. Your safety is not an inconvenience. Spiritual well-being in later life often comes from the quiet decision to honor yourself, to say, "I still matter," not just in memory, but in action. Maybe for you, the fear isn't falling, it's what happens after. Will you be able to get up? Will anyone hear you? Will your life change? This is where planning becomes a gift, not a fear-based reaction. A simple medical alert device, phone by the bedside. A neighbor who knows to check in each morning, not because you expect something bad, but because you want to live with confidence, not worry. Caring for yourself spiritually means saying, "My peace is important. My safety is sacred, and my presence here still matters." When you believe that, the changes don't feel heavy, they feel like love. So here we are. You've lived through storms, built families, buried loved ones, and seen decades change the world. And still your journey isn't over. One fall can change everything. But one choice can protect everything. Choosing light over darkness. Slowness over haste. Awareness over assumption. Tonight, before you sleep, walk through your space with gentle eyes. Is there something you've been meaning to fix? A rug? A light bulb? A hallway too dark? Don't wait for the fall to do what love can. Do now. You are not alone in this. So many others are quietly making these changes too, not because they've given up, because they want to keep going strong. And you, dear friend, deserve that same strength. It's not about being fearless. It's about being wise. It's about making peace with change and choosing safety, not as surrender, but as self-respect. So take that deep breath, sit up slowly, light the hallway, clear the clutter. Tell someone what you need because you are. Still needed, still loved, still full of stories the world hasn't heard, and you are not done walking through this life just yet. Let's make sure each step you take from here on, safe. We're here with you, and we always will be.